Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Patricia and I'm the designer behind Popsicle Crochet, where I share patterns, tutorials, and inspiration. Like I did last month, I'm trying to stay in the habit of sharing what I was working on in the previous month. So today I'm going to be sharing the projects that I worked on. Some projects I finished, some are ongoing. In July, I did take a bit of a break. I tried really hard to really disconnect and take a proper break. It was hard to do. If you're a crocheter, a small business owner, you will know that it's really hard to disconnect. But it's so important sometimes to just take a break and disconnect. Plus, July was taken up by one giant project, but let me save that one for last and I'll show you what I have been working on. So first off, I have this anemone bandana. This is actually the last project that I finished in July. And I am super happy with how this turned out. I really wanted to make a bandana and I didn't want to just make like a simple triangle. Like I wanted it to be delicate and soft and cute and pretty. So I made it into flowers, but specifically anemones. And I always think of the anemones from Finding Nemo, but anemones are flowers as well. They come in different colors and different number of. I'm trying to remember. I looked this up so many times because they're not called petals. They're called pistils or I don't know. I forget. I wrote it down. I will be putting out a proper blog post and video for this bandana, and I do have that written down somewhere. I love how this turned out. I used up some leftover yarn for this, which is great for stash busting. And the colors, I love how the colors turned out as well. And best of all, it's functional while looking really cute and pretty. Okay, the next project is the temperature blanket that I have been working on, and I made some serious progress on this blanket in July. I There was a point where I'm not going to lie, I actually didn't think I was going to continue with the blanket. I had a bin full of just squares, and I knew that I was also missing squares. I'm still missing squares right now, but right now I actually got to a point where I was like, okay, I think I'm good. I just need to make a few more squares and I'm good. But this was let me see if I can show you. I think I only had maybe the first 4 rows and I managed to add a ton more. Like, look at how cool this looks so far. I can't I'm super happy and it just motivated me to keep going. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to continue with it, but yeah, now I do see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. I do still need to make several more squares, and eventually once I have all of the squares put together, then I'll add the other stripes going in the opposite direction, the black stripes, because right now, like I can, stick my hand through. So I'll add the lines going in the opposite direction. So I'll have a grid, and I think it's going to look really awesome. I can't wait for that. I have decided that I'm not going to do another temperature blanket that's going to be by day. Never again, because it has the potential to be really overwhelming to the point where, like I said, I didn't think I was going to continue with it. But I'm glad I'm sticking to it. And next time, I think it'll be by week. Like, that's a little bit more manageable. All right, this strawberry, this took me probably a day to figure out, just because I want there to be a very specific shape to it. I'm not going for a super realistic strawberry. It's got to have particular requirements that I don't want to share yet. But this is going to be for a larger project, and this is in collaboration with Hobby Yarn. They sent me yarn to design a particular project. So I am working on that. This is a prototype, and I'm happy with how this is looking so far. And there will be more fruit involved, and I will share some. I'll be sharing some more updates on this, mostly on Instagram. So let's be friends on Instagram so you can find out what I end up doing with Hobby on this collaboration. And the final project, the one that took up most of my time in July because it is a big project, the Taylor Swift dress, my version. So this, I will have a video for this. There's quite a bit more footage that I do want to share with you. This is my version of the dress. I chose these colors. I did not like the color combo in the original dress, and I'm a bigger fan of this. I do love how it turned out. It is a big dress. It's a big sweater dress, and it does feel like I'm wearing a blanket. I love how it turned out, and I will be sharing more of this dress in a future video, so be sure to subscribe so you can watch that video when it comes out. But I wasn't going to jump on this bandwagon. I think I saw the post from Vogue Knitting, or one of the social media accounts that first announced to be that first posted about Taylor Swift wearing that crochet dress. And the second I thought, I was like, oh, do I need to make this dress? Like, there are so many other people who are going to make this dress. The all the social feeds and YouTube videos, like, it's just going to be full of the Taylor Swift dress. Do I really want to go down that road? And the answer that kept coming back was yes, because I wanted to experience making this dress, especially because, like, I'm going to talk about this in the other video as well, but the whole fast fashion and making and finding crochet pieces in stores that someone has actually made by hand, and you don't know if they're getting paid fairly for them. So I wanted to experience that. I wanted to make the dress and see how long it would take me. And of course, how much materials I would need to make the dress. And then, of course, a challenge for myself, would I be able to make the dress and make my own changes and alterations to it, of course. Because I do like a bit of a challenge sometimes. So I'm happy I made the dress. I'm happy with how it turned out. And I will definitely be sharing more about this dress later on. And those are the projects that I worked on. It doesn't seem like a lot, except that they were big projects. So sometimes like I said in previous videos, it's nice to see and look back at what I worked on, because it doesn't feel like I have worked on a lot, even though it was very clear that I needed a break. So I was very strongly encouraged by my husband and my family to take a break and disconnect, which, like I said, was really hard to do for me. And other creatives and other business owners will know how hard it is to disconnect and take a break from your projects, especially if they're your passion projects. Because to me, crocheting is something that I do to relax, but it is also part of my business. So there's, crocheting to relax and working on mindless crochet, which is what the Taylor Swift dress was. Some aspects of it anyway, the actual crochet parts. But then comes the whole filming and editing and the pattern design and quality testing and customer service and all the things that are involved with a business, and it's not just crochet. So I needed to take a break from all of that. And this is my reminder to you, also take a break. It is important. Just disconnect. It might feel really strange, which it did for me. It was very hard to do. My family and I, we went to a cottage, and I didn't crochet the entire time we were there. It was great. I did nothing. I went swimming, I ate, I hung out with my family, and I highly recommend doing that. Just pausing, taking a break, doing nothing, stepping away from crochet. And then that way, when you come back to it, you'll feel refreshed and have ideas for future projects. And when I came back from having a break, I felt refreshed and energized and ready to start working on new projects, which I cannot wait to share with you in future posts. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post updates on there and I share other content. I also have a newsletter that I am trying to stay in the habit of putting out once a month, just like this. So sign up for that, because I know the more people are subscribed to it, the more I'll feel motivated to keep it going. So check that out. I include some crochet tips, projects that I have coming up, and just inspiration and just other fun stuff. Just another way for us to connect. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. I do want to keep putting out content that you enjoy. And let me know in the comments what you're working on too. I like to see what you're working on, and that way we can all stay inspired and motivated together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.